Alright, Tech Sharpedo 4x4. I have the fire ring antenna here with the Firestik, and I'll double check on exactly how it needs to be mounted, etc. But I'm just getting a space idea here, and I know that this has to be given enough space to mount this, and then the stud comes up in here, but still leaves plenty of space to mount the antenna, which actually in this case it will be mounting this spring first, and so basically this, and then actually what will probably be either on top of this or between this is the collapsible extension that I just got, which is also, I believe it's 2.5 inches, and you can pull it up and pivot your Firestik down, so basically the antenna will like rest on my bumper or something of the sort when I'm not using it. So I actually am doing this video to kind of demonstrate a couple things as far as mounting this, and I have a couple choices here where I can put this here and run the Firestik down into here. I would have to do a notch like Roger did, 4-crawler, and then decide, because it's a little bit caved in, you have to put washers. I'm guessing that's what most people mean when they use washers to mount these. There's a little bit of space, so you'd have to clean it up, and as long as you have your screws are, you know, set firmly, it should be okay. But anyway, I'm trying to decide whether I want to mount this like this, closer to the tail light, or up here. And the reason I would go up here is because I could still clear the tailgate when I close it, but then I could keep this actually at an angle like this to keep my antenna, as you can see, running along the beam here, clear of brush and, you know, obstructions, other things like that. It will come up and go above my roof rack, but then from here, you know, having all these extensions, another one, so that'd be a total of like 6 inches, including the stud, maybe 7, and then the antenna, so that's 3 feet 7 inches from this point right here, which I measured out to be well above the roof, and or above the garage door here, and at least probably 16 to 18 inches, so nearly half of the Firestik would be above the roof plane, which is, you know, I guess what you want as far as reception. So I'm just trying to get some ideas here. I'm sorry that I don't just have a plan already, but I'm actually asking because I've never done this, and, you know, I see other examples, and most people seem to put it right about here, just above the headlight, the tail light, or here. Also, do I want this crease right here to be flush with the edge? In which case it would be a little more sturdy, but I don't think it's going to matter much, as long as I have at least 3 or 4 screws in there. So, as I've shown before, it's pretty heavy duty. I tried to bend it by hand with all my might, and I could not do it. And I'm usually able to bend things people think can't be bent, but, you know, it's very strong. And anyway, so just trying to figure out here, from here to here, where you would mount it. If I mount it here, it still clears the tailgate, it shuts, so I already did that, so to check. So it just gets a little bit closer towards the top end into this stuff. So I'm guessing right about here is probably the best case of mounting, and I will shut the tailgate just to see where that is, and that would be, yeah, well, you know, actually the problem is up here where that portion is that sticks out a little further. It's a lot harder rubber than down here. This is softer. This gets much firmer into the frame portion that bolts to the tailgate. So this, starting right about here, is really firm. So anywhere from here down. Now, if I did it here, it would clear the rubber once it's in, but then it might be contacting here on the screws, and I really don't want to do that. I don't want to damage the end of the seal there where it bolts to the tailgate. The rest is just clip-on, you know. But because this is in good condition, I kind of want to keep it that way. So just curious what you think. I'll shut this really quick and show you. It's just deceiving, but there's actually plenty of space. And once you get in there, you have plenty of space to put the screws, and so you'd have space between the tailgate and the mounting bracket. And so from here you could see the angle. I could even get it to, let's say, like this, and then have my antenna angled with the angle of the roof. And then this is adjustable as well, so you can turn that, you know, left or right via these Allen screws. Now, a lot of problems people have with these, in case you're thinking of getting this, is once you put it on, you know, obviously you want to try and get all 4 screws on, but once you do, unless you mount it out here this far, you're going to probably mount it all the way in as far as possible. It doesn't give you a lot of room to get your Allen wrench in there. So people are cutting the Allen wrenches shorter, and then they're able to adjust it. So that's just something I wanted to share, and any thoughts on that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.